Welcome back to Fixated, a podcast with us, Joelle and Ellen.
I'm Joelle.
And I'm Ellen. This is the show where we talk about all the media and culture and stuff we just can't look away from.
The things we just can't seem to get over.
And why it all matters so much to us. This episode, we hit a lot of points. We talked about some Pride miracles to kick off the Pride 2026 season. We talked about off-campus, of course, and we talked about the movie Obsession. So kind of all across the board, a lot of different things.
A lot of different things. It was so fun. It was a good one.
As always, great one. So put your listening ears on. I hope you're ready.
Get your pen and notepad out.
Exactly.
Enjoy. This is the first Fixated episode to ever take place in the month of June.
Oh my God.
Also known as, aka Pride Month.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. It doesn't mean anything to us personally, but we know people out there. Maybe some of you can't relate. No, I'm kidding. Happy Pride, y'all. It's gonna be fun. I feel like I think we already kind of like fit the parameters. I was thinking like, Bechdel test vibes, but for Pride. Applied to the pod for this month.
For talking about something gay or not talking about something gay?
Talking about something gay.
Okay, well then, we haven't had an episode where we haven't talked about something gay.
Yes, exactly what I was. Yeah,
I don't plan on having one.
No, could you imagine? It would be.
That'd be scary. Heated rivalry,
dead noise.
54 minutes of dead air.
Exactly. If someone ever put a curse on us that said, "Hey, you can't," we'd be like, "Oh."
Then the pod would have to continue in silence.
Yes, exactly. It'd be something very experimental, dare I say.
That'd be kind of fun. Maybe we should do that. Maybe July 1st. That's what we do.
But that's the other thing. I feel like, on principle, I'm very fine with people treating the pod like white noise.
Oh my God,
I think we have fun things to say, but I would be a hypocrite if I didn't say that some podcasts that I listen to exist as a bit of a white noise type of comfort.
Fall asleep to our beautiful voices. Like, why not?
I would hope we have appropriate timbers to lull people asleep and make them feel good and comfortable.
That is making me think. I've already complained about this to you, Joelle, and actually most people in my personal life. But recently, I was told that I have vocal fry. And I'm still angry about that because, maybe I do actually, but I don't believe that I do. I don't believe that.
And I was thinking about this because I was like, damn, I probably didn't have the right response to Ellen. I think support. And I went very actually type of thing.
No, it relaxed me. It helped.
Because I'm like, as far as I know, vocal fry is just a vocal feature that a lot of people, especially including men, have. And I was like, the annoying thing is pointing it out and acting like it's a problem. So the person who pointed that out is still in the wrong for sure. But whether you have vocal fry or not, it doesn't really matter because that's just something that people have.
That's true. But I don't think I do.
I think it's way more pronounced in that Valley Girl Kardashian California thing. And that's what people think about when you're going to be like, well, blah, blah, blah. But I think it comes up.
Yeah. Now I'm really thinking about the way I speak and maybe I am doing that. Comment down below.
I don't think you have very pronounced vocal fry. I guess I'm not much of a, I wouldn't know how to distinguish it outside of the more exaggerated cases. But
I'm getting really in my head now.
Maybe, but whatever. I don't know how you would stop having vocal fry.
This is how I talk, you guys.
I don't know, unless you have just deep bass in your voice. Maybe that's how you get away from that. Or if it's really nasally, is that the other option?
I don't know, because doesn't matter. I guess it's fine.
In the spirit of Pride, we wanted to clarify, or I guess just close the loop on something that
we dropped an Easter egg.
Exactly. Last episode, when we were talking about Muna, and Muna being one of our Pride miracles. And so we're going to take the trouble to define what a Pride miracle is here at the onset of Pride. Even though this isn't even going to come out in the onset of Pride. This is going to come out a week into Pride, into the month of June, actually.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's okay.
Happy Pride, y'all.
So I hope everyone is settled into Pride so far.
Yes, exactly. I hope the chaos is mounting.
Yeah, I hope it's begun.
and that everyone's I don't know, I was about to say getting their freak on, but that didn't sound good. That didn't feel right.
I kept saying that last episode too, and I think I cut out every instance of me saying it.
Yeah, I think that's
There was,
fair.
yeah, that long stretch. Joelle and I might cut this part out as well. We had a very long conversation that we cut out at the end of the episode.
We were molding your reality.
Yeah.
The invisible hand of
It's
us.
awesome to be able to talk and then shape Joelle's words. I feel like I'm a producer on The Bachelor sometimes.
Giving each other the villain edit.
Exactly. If every other we get evil.
Yeah, exactly. When you're like,
edit every
like
other.
her personality's really changed episode to episode.
I'm doing the I think Coolsville sucks thing to you.
Choppy as
Yeah, exactly.
That was really funny.
Oh God. Anyway, it's fine.
I like miracle.
Do that. Yeah, pride miracles.
Pride miracles. So we were just saying right before we started, like, how do we even define a pride miracle? And I think it's helpful to like talk about the first instance. The first instance.
In chemistry, what's the word for when something like kicks something off?
The catalyst.
Yes, the catalyst.
Yeah.
The catalyst pride miracle.
The catalyst, yes, the catalyzing pride miracle. Which was when we were at one of those, famous Bushwick, what's it called? Warehouses? Sure. Yeah. I feel like that was like basically our first proper pride as well, which is maybe also part of it being a pride miracle.
Exactly. So it was just being there in itself was a pride miracle.
Big pride party. And it was kind of like a compounding situation, I'm remembering. There was a lot of people. Anyways,
oh my God,
so we
there were that year.
Yes, right? Like we enter the space. I think I'm going to tell this story correctly. Please help me if I'm forgetting, because it's such a blur. We like enter the space and we're like, oh my gosh, so much happening. Do I have it correct that we're like find our way already going downstairs? Like this happens like almost very early on getting there, right? Yeah.
Yes.
And we go, and first person we pass is Bo and Yang, right?
I missed
him. We were like,
yeah.
And I was like, oh, like on the stairs. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, wait, that's crazy. Yay. And we go to the bottom of the stairs and we're just like taking in the like expanse of people outside now, hanging out and having a good time. And we look across, the whole like gaggle of us look across, and like under the light, it seems in my mind, it's cinematic.
But it wasn't even, you were the only person to see him of this whole gaggle of us, and then you turned to me behind you and like gave me the heads up. No one else caught this somehow in our group of like 20 people.
Yes, who would know who this person is too? I mean, come on. For all the reasons.
Who would?
And yes, we look across, and it's freaking Andrew Scott. Just
very, very close to us also.
Just very close to, just like, hey, you said,
unfortunately, usually I can be cool. I did not react cool. I kind of had like a big gasp, jaw on floor, eyes wide open moment.
Yeah.
And just locked in on staring at him for a second, to the point where he went, hey, and like had a little wave back. I was like, and which then locked me into being like, knock it off.
All of reality came back to you at once.
It did come rushing back, and I was like, right, I'm gonna ignore him now for the rest of the night. But
I mean, and that's why I think the word miracle came to mind, because we were like, what is that? We were like, is that
Andrew Scott just waved at us and kicked off our first pride party
in Bushwick on Pride Sunday, like all these things.
The warehouse, like
warehouse. Yeah. And Ellen and I we've been bopping around all of New York that day, going to the like 3 locations.
We hit every
so Hell's Kitchen, West Village, and then Brooklyn/Bushwick specifically. And just to end the night with that note, and we were like, oh my God, like I was like, that's Moriarty. That's Moriarty. That's a hot priest. That's
the word Moriarty was not something I expected. Oh my God.
Well, am I wrong?
No, like that is Moriarty.
That's Moriarty. Yeah, it was kind of huge. It really like, I mean, it has stuck with us still, because we were just like, obviously. Oh my God.
It was
But then he was just kind of like there, and we were like, Andrew Scott's over there, bro.
That's our buddy. Now he's our friend from the club, and that's another phrase that we like hold on to. Yes. Now it's gotten much more expansive. It started with Andrew Scott. That's my friend from the club. But now kind of anyone that I have I don't know, I was gonna say had a good time with, but that's not true, because anytime I enjoy a movie, like, that's the club. So anytime
Right.
I
Mhm.
enjoy anything really, that's my friend
That's the
from the
club.
club.
That's
We
from
were at the club together, my friend from the club.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, yes. I forgot this is in our lexicon. That's
Yeah.
true.
This is I gotta bring that back. It's been a minute since we've started using client more, but we gotta bring
Oh,
back friend
yeah.
from the club,
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
that's
because 'cause they're both.
they're different things though.
Oh.
Mhm.
Or someone can be both, but yes,
Exactly, someone
there
can
are
be
different.
both, but
Yeah.
they're not interchangeable.
Mhm,
Mhm.
mhm. Yes, for
Yeah.
sure.
Like Andrew
Um,
Scott, that is my friend from the club.
from the club. Maybe
I'm
not so
trying
much a
to think.
client,
I don't know if he
actually.
would be a client. Like Hudson Williams, friend from the club
And
and
client.
client,
And client, for sure, for
obviously.
sure.
Do we have a
Josh
client who wouldn't be
O'Connor.
from the club? That's yeah.
Is he my friend from the club for real? I mean, yes, he has to be. Sorry, challengers. He has to
Challengers,
be.
he's Josh
Yeah,
O'Connor's a big friend from the club.
friend from the club and client. Who would
Mhm.
just be a client and not a friend from the club? Jacob Elordi for me. He's kind of a
Oh,
client of mine, but not a friend
that's
from the
a good
club.
one.
Yeah,
He's not one of my clients necessarily, but
yeah,
that's a good
yeah.
answer.
Hmm.
Hmm, I'll
I
think
was
on
gonna
that.
say Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway's
I
kind of
was
my
just thinking
client,
Anne Hathaway for
right?
you, but not for me, because again, she's not one.
And she might be a friend from the club, but maybe not. I'll have to figure that one out.
Mm.
I'll have to
Okay,
figure
yeah,
that one
you
out.
think on that.
Yeah, 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 I
Yeah,
will. Io?
I'll think too. I was definitely a friend from a club.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, and client. Yeah.
Mhm.
Interesting.
It can mean so many different things. It's
Okay.
really
Yeah.
it's like it is kind of set in stone, but it's up to you. It's up to
Yeah.
the viewer.
Yeah, that was the first Pride Miracle, and then I mean, that was the first time we definitely used that word, but was
Yeah.
Muna not
I
I'm
actually
kinda
have
getting
no idea
confused with
timeline.
the timeline, but whatever. Muna's another
Yeah.
Pride Miracle,
We
as we
don't need to
described
yeah.
last episode.
Mhm.
And then ER Fight Master, we
We
went to
saw ER
see
Fight Master in concert maybe
ER
2
Fight Master
years
concert.
ago.
Yes.
Met
Oh,
them
2 years ago
after.
already.
And we had just watched, I'm Not Okay, is that the name of the
Oh,
movie?
yeah,
The night
yeah.
before.
Yes.
Great also love that movie.
Yeah,
I really,
honestly.
really enjoyed that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Dakota
Met
Johnson.
them, had, like, a lovely little conversation with them
Oh my
after the show.
goodness.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
goodness. They are
Oh my
too
god.
much.
Mhm. I'm a
They
big fan of ER Fight Master. Friend from the club,
friend from
like,
the club,
oh my god.
please.
I love talking to, I don't know, anyone who's, like, even slightly less online than me, which is, like, most people about ER Fight Master because
I
if you're as
know.
online as we are, like, obviously you know and love ER Fight Master.
Yes.
Nobody else does.
If you're online and you run in the circles we do,
Mhm. If you're in
yes,
our
ER
circles,
Fight
you are a
Master
big fan of ER
has
Fight Master.
crossed your
Mhm.
desk and you probably have something a little bit to say about them.
And, like
I had a very similar experience where I was like, I wasn't assuming that my friend
yeah.
knew who they were, but I still was like, you know, like, because they also have the habit of popping up places. You know what I mean? Like
Do,
they
exactly.
pop
So a
up.
lot of people have seen their face, they just don't necessarily
Exactly.
know the name. But we're not
Exactly.
new to this, we're true to this. We have been on
Exactly.
this train for a very long time.
Exactly. Exactly. I remember them in Shrill. And then after that, you know, just kind of
Yeah.
like
My intro
nevertheless they
was
persisted.
Grey's Anatomy, but I
Hmm.
think that's where probably most people who
Yeah.
were, like, early to them, that's I feel like their big breakout thing, their
Hmm.
breakout role was kind of, Grey's
Yes, for sure.
Anatomy.
For sure.
Mhm. They were on a
But they're
season
awesome.
where if anyone doesn't know, they were on a season of Grey's Anatomy in maybe 2021, 22, where they dated Amelia Shepherd.
And
Good
there you
stuff,
have
great stuff.
it. And that's some of the
Yeah.
small the like main chunk of Grey's Anatomy that I've ever seen. It's like those episodes
We
following that storyline. Yeah.
yeah, our entire friend group kinda locked in on that season,
Yeah.
that year, for that
Yeah.
storyline. It was a good storyline.
It was a good storyline. It's ER Fight Master.
You're Fight Master, like,
You
I don't
simply
know what
have
else
to
there is to
watch
say.
when ER Fight Master is there.
Mhm.
When they popped up in Sorry Baby,
Oh
like,
my
literally, I
god.
was like, and
'Cause
we did not
they
see it
just
together.
appear. They just
Yeah,
pop up places,
exactly,
and
and
it
we
strikes me in my heart every time.
yeah,
Mhm.
like, I had a visceral reaction,
Yeah. Like,
and you weren't there,
my
and
friend
it
from the
made me
club.
mad. Yeah. I was, like, seeing it in fricking London, by myself, essentially, and, like, damn near grabbed the girl's hand next to me
Yeah.
and was like,
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
the it was essentially like an Avengers cameo to
Oh my
me.
god. That's
When people are
what
like,
it is.
"Ah!" "Oh my god, Fight
Ugh,
Master." Um,
it's like a yeah,
this is
exactly
like
what
10
happened.
minutes on ER Pass, Fight Master.
I just looked at the timer.
I'm like, oh
It's
man, this is
fine.
gonna be a long one. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
But
Fight Master.
yeah. And what was the Pride Miracle that you just
Oh my
remembered
god, yeah,
from
last
last year?
year, my Pride Miracle was again being at the same club, and seeing Bo and Yang there as
Oh, there we
well.
go. There we go.
And my close personal friend, Bridget, hi Bridget,
Hi, Bridget.
she texted her dad, which is now a
Yeah.
phrase that, like, lives in my head and my heart always. "At the club, the gay guy from SNL and Wicked is here." And it was true, the gay guy
Yeah,
from
from
SNL and
SNL and
Wicked
Wicked.
was there. We also, that first Pride at the
Mhm.
club, we saw a couple of the guys from Fire Island were there, from the movie Fire
Yeah.
Island,
Oh my god.
which is great.
I love Fire
Yeah,
Island.
we've talked about it before. I adore Fire Island.
Yeah, so
That movie
good.
is so good. It's so perfect. It's so cute.
Yeah, we'll have
Anyway, not
to
Conrad
rewatch.
Ricamora was not at the club, which was upsetting to me because I am and kind of
Yeah.
always have been a really big fan of Conrad Ricamora
Mhm, mhm.
because I love How to Get Away with Murder. That
And that is something that
Mhm.
is true to
That's
you.
a show that I love it. Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't watch all of it, as we
That's
know.
and you know what? Neither did I. One thing about me that I don't know if I've actually mentioned on the pod, if I really love a show, I don't finish it. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
most shows I haven't seen at least the last episode of, if not the final season.
Mhm.
Sorry. And
Oh.
no, it doesn't make sense, and no, I don't like it.
Sorry.
Like, I would love to fix that, and I have tried. Doesn't
Mhm.
work. I'm
It doesn't seem
incapable
like
of
it's gonna
starting
happen.
a final episode. I don't know why.
Yeah, you know,
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
you're trying to delay that
Things that
gratification
I
as
really am.
far
That's
as it
what it
can
is. I
go.
try to delay the gratification, and then I try to stretch it out and stretch it out and stretch it out
Mhm.
until I forget to watch the last one. It's
Yeah,
never with intention. I just kind
yeah,
of forget.
yeah.
Whatever.
That's real. So we'll see. We'll see if
Yeah.
another Pride Miracle comes. Again, last year my I didn't have as much of a Pride Miracle except that my dear friends came to visit me
That was fun.
again in June
Mhm.
when I was abroad, and so it's like, boom, that counts to me.
That was our yeah,
But
that was a Pride miracle. You
it's
got
a
to
Pride
see
Miracle.
someone who's famous to you.
Exactly.
We've both had kind of kickoff Pride miracles this
Yes.
season so far, even though it's
Yes.
not technically Pride for us yet. But we were just saying Pride can kick off with a Pride miracle. It doesn't have to
Pride can
happen
kill
in
with Pride
June.
Miracle. Yes.
It's the
And
end of May,
my
apparently. Mhm.
kickoff Pride Miracle
Yours was
is also
really
my non-media fixation.
Tell me
Yeah.
about your non-media Pride fixation miracle.
Perfect. Yes, my non-media
Mhm.
pride fixation miracle. Well, it has to do with the merch that I'm donning at the moment. No, crazy situation.
Mhm. Tell the
Which
people,
is that,
Joelle. Tell them what
you
happened.
know how we were talking about literally last episode,
Mhm.
that Phoebe Bridgers has been doing these little pop-up shows, slow rollout of an album cycle and blah 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 blah, new music back from the ether of 3 years. Like, what? She literally came to where I live. She
I
came
still
to
can't
where
believe
I
it.
live. She came to where I live. And I got to go to one of these pop up shows because she performed truly like 15, 20 minutes away from my house. Random, like Tuesday in May. And I'm laying in bed. I won't do the whole story, but like basically, I'm laying in bed at like 9 a.m. By
Mhm.
10:30, I am in line,
Yeah.
having seen her tour bus arrive, like when I'm like driving up to the spot too, and was like, holy shit, this is happening. It's happening for real. It happened. Like, I don't know what else to say. It happened, and I was so excited, and I'm still like, I wrote a like Substack about it, kind of. I wrote like a little reflection essay. I don't know how to like actually characterize it, but part of it I was like, it's kind of like washing over me as this like strange dream, which is just true.
Mm.
I'm so like, what? Like,
Yeah.
like what the hell? Like, I haven't seen that young woman in years. And then she rolled up to my place, my home. Like, maybe 10 minutes from where I went to high school. I was like, this is getting a little
That's so
weird.
weird.
This is strange to me.
I like receiving these texts from you throughout the day as things were happening and lining up one after another. It was the craziest thing.
Yeah.
It was so nuts. And also, like, I said this to you as it was happening. I have never experienced, like, there was not an ounce of jealousy in my body. I was exclusively happy for you. It was
Yeah.
like it was your wedding day. Like, I was so, like, beaming. Oh my god,
Yeah.
I was so pumped for you. Everyone I spoke to that day, I was being like, "My best friend is going to a Phoebe Bridgers concert tonight." Like, it's
Tonight.
happening.
Randomly tonight. Yes. It was, yeah, I like had to because I'm like at home, whatever, and was just trying to like was when I like mentioned to my like family members what was going on, I was like I don't know how to express how, I guess the simple word is like special this is,
Yeah.
and this is like how actually surreal this is,
Mhm.
which is so like I don't know, man. It really, we don't have the time to get into it. Slash, we talked about it a little bit last week. Slash, we
Mhm.
talk about it again, as is the premise of the podcast. But like, it is crazy, really, to think how much her music truly means. Like, I don't like. It is obviously like sad girl shit. Like, fine, say what you want, but I just think she's brilliant, and she's a
Mhm.
brilliant songwriter, and like I don't think there's been a day where I haven't had some type of emotional response to her music, especially live. Like we've been lucky enough to
Oh
see
my
her
god.
live
Yeah.
a couple of times now, separate and
Mhm.
as Boy Genius, which is a whole other thing. Jesus Christ.
That's
Talk
actually,
about
like,
emotional
a
response.
whole other conversation.
Yeah, like, oy. But yes, her music, like her solo music, woo! Like I
Yeah.
was sitting there and like I was like, dang, like she's gonna get me again. When she sang, which one was it? I mean, she sang Scott Street, and I was like, she sang Graceland too. I was like, you must be stopped. I was like, you must be stopped. She's
Yeah.
just awesome. I can't like, there would be like no point in like trying to like speak to the new music other than
Mhm.
like little tidbits here and there. I thought it sounded really good. Obviously, I mean, I'm like,
Yeah.
please release it. I'm excited to see what the yeah, studio versions of any of it might like actually come to be.
Yeah.
Um and there's just, I mean, she is I just love her songwriting. And I think there's going to be a lot there for us to
Oh my god, I'm so
emote over.
excited. Mhm.
And yeah, and like yeah, it's definitely still like emotional stuff, interesting stuff. And I think she's kind of a genius, and I'm really excited for her to be back. So that is my Phoebe story,
That's so good.
my kickoff Pride Miracle non-media
Mhm.
fixation.
My kickoff
Mhm.
pride miracle media fixation, non-media, whatever,
Non
um, of this season this week was less exciting than that, obviously. What wouldn't be?
Yeah, I'm like, it's
Very
I'll have to
few
say.
things wouldn't be. But I got to see ER Fightmaster again in concert,
Yay.
which was so lovely. I love to see them in concert. They're so
Mhm.
good. They're
They
so
were
good. They were
that's the thing.
so like, it's actually crazy.
Yeah.
So good. They just, like, really command a room. They
Mhm.
really do. They've
Mhm.
got stage presence. They're so
Yeah.
we all feel normal about our friend from the club,
Our friend from the
ER
club.
Fightmaster.
Mhm. Come on the pod. That's an
Oh my
invitation.
god.
Hey,
Wait,
that's an
ER,
invitation.
please get on the pod right
Please.
now. Oh my god. It was fun. It was funny. I brought our friend Courtney, name drop,
Name drop.
to the concert with me, and she's not I don't know if she actually I was gonna say she's not as familiar with their music as I am. I don't know if she's really familiar with it at all.
Mhm.
But doesn't really matter. Every single song that came on, I was like, "Oh my god, like I love this one. This is my favorite one." She was like, "You're like, yeah, you keep saying that. You like them all." She was like, "Do you?" At the end, she was like, "I think you knew like all of them." I said, "Well, they have 13 songs, so I do."
So, you know.
They're making one now, and there's an album coming.
Yeah, yeah.
They've just dropped a couple more singles, and they're about to come out with more.
Mhm.
But yeah, big ER girl over here.
Yeah.
It's great. It was a
I
really
mean,
fun, definite media fixation, but
yeah. But
okay.
again, more the experience.
No, it was really fun. It was a really fun concert, and their music is really good. And now because I
Mhm.
always, when you go to a concert and then you remember that that person is really good, and you fall into the trap of listening to them over and over and over again. Anyone else?
Yeah.
For the next who knows how
Everyone's
long. So
yeah.
we're in that right now. We're listening to a lot of Fightmaster.
Yeah. It's very, I mean, it's like pretty quintessentially like indie
Yeah, it is. It's
indie rock
cool.
stuff.
They're very
And
cool.
they did when we went, they
Oh
did
my
a
god.
cover of
It's
Barracuda.
but that one, and they have a cover of Barracuda and a cover of I Will Follow You Into the Dark.
Oh, yeah.
And both of
Wait.
those covers are on Spotify now.
No
Mhm.
way.
Yeah,
Bro.
it's
Okay.
great.
I gotta go listen to that. I
Go
really
and check
liked
them out. Yeah, because they did
that.
both of those. the first time we
Mhm.
saw them in concert, and we weren't
Yeah.
expecting either of those, and it was crazy.
Yeah, and also just to plug them in general, like, they're just, like,
Like,
funny
check
and
it out. They're
talented and,
really,
like
yeah, I'm a big, big
yeah.
fan. They're on a lot of podcasts.
Yeah, yeah.
They're around. You'll
Um,
know their face.
yeah.
You'll
You won't
Everybody
be able to
does.
forget it after you see
Oh
it.
my god. Yeah, no. Awesome.
Perfect. I guess we can get into the media fixations for the week.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, what media are you fixated on
I mean,
this episode,
yes,
Ellen?
this episode, I've only really got one,
Mhm.
and I don't know if I like it. I haven't decided yet, but I guess I'm thinking about it, so I guess it's a fixation. I started watching Off Campus.
There we
I
go.
didn't want to, but I felt that I had to because everyone's watching it, and we
Yeah.
covered what the people are talking about.
Mhm,
It's
mhm.
it's what we do. So I felt
Yeah.
like I had to. And I okay, actually, I was really ready to hate it. I wanted to hate it. I watched the first episode and I was hating it.
Mhm,
Not that there's anything wrong with the show at all. It's just not honestly the kind of show that I watch. I don't love a teen romance show.
mhm.
Historically, I just haven't. Never really have gotten into that kind of thing. I don't know
Yeah.
why. It doesn't really make sense for who I am as a person because I
Mhm.
love a rom-com, but for
Yeah.
some reason a show never really does it for me.
Mhm.
Um, Watched the first episode, mostly hated it, and then the last 5 minutes I kind of locked in because nobody told me it was a fake dating show. Um, and that kind of
Right.
thing is I deeply enjoy that. So
Mhm.
I did the last 5 minutes. The show revealed itself as a fake dating show, as you know this, Joelle. You've also seen it.
Yes. Yes.
And I locked in, and then
Mhm.
I'm not that far into it. I've only seen a couple of episodes,
Mhm.
but I did start enjoying it after that.
Yeah.
Or what it is. I started being able to appreciate it now that I like the plot.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm glad that this is something that
Mhm.
we've both seen,
Yes.
because I kind of just was, like, watching it almost similarly on a whim, like, where I was like, "Yeah, I've seen people talking about this, so I can, like, tune in," and, like, I was also just in one of those, like, weird, just, like, slight mania,
Yeah.
like,
Why
just that
not?
happens occasionally where I was like,
Mhm.
I'm just like, I was just watching I watched it, like, the entire night up until, like, 2 or 3 a.m.
Mm.
one night, like 2 weeks ago, maybe, and that was the funny thing was that I watched it and I thought I watched so much of it, literally woke up the next morning and was like, "What the hell did I just do?" I was like, "What was all that?" I was like, "What the heck?" And then picked it back up this week thinking that I had an episode left, maybe, and long story short, last night when I picked it up again, after just watching, like, a couple more minutes the other day when I could, I was like, "What?" I was like, "I have like, 2 full episodes left, maybe?" Like, I was at the, like, Thanksgiving
That's
episode, and I
crazy.
thought we were gonna be wrapping it up, and apparently there's, like, it's like an 8 episode season or something like that?
When I started it, I think last night, I was like, "Maybe I can bang this out." No.
No, apparently not, which, like, unfortunately has made me feel like I like it less. It made me think I really do. I won't get into, like, many other, like, spoilers, so I don't wanna ruin it for you, but, like, I do think the first half of the season with
Mhm.
the fake dating
Oh, it's
is
better.
just the most enjoyable
Yeah.
part. Like, maybe that's
Okay.
just pretty basic of me to think,
Mhm.
but I'm just like, yeah, like, I liked the yearning, I liked some of the angst, I liked
Mm.
the
I will say, though I'm enjoying it now and I'm enjoying the fake dating, I don't really care about the main characters at all. Like, I'm
mm-mm,
not locked
mm-mm,
in on their story at all.
not at
What
all.
I do care about is, Glenn Powell and Trina Vega.
There we go. There we go, and that's fucking right.
Uh-huh.
That's exactly my
Uh-huh.
same read, my exact same read, which I was
Because
like, "That's tough for
Mhm.
this to happen so immediately." I liked Allie, that's her name, right?
Yes,
The character's
Allie.
name,
Mhm.
Allie, literally immediately.
Yeah,
I was like, "She's so
that's my
fun, she's
girl.
so pretty."
Mhm. And
Yeah.
here's something that I have actually probably talked about, but you really know about me, Joelle, and this is maybe actually not the best example of this, but I love when
Mhm.
a male character in something is pathetic, is a loser, and
Boom.
maybe this man is not, like, the best example of that
Mhm.
because he's, like, a hot, cool guy,
Yeah.
star of the show, the team, whatever, every
Right.
girl loves him, wants him,
Mhm.
but he's yearning after Allie, and she doesn't want him, and so to me, like, a loser that makes, you know?
Yeah. Yes.
That does enough of creating a loser to me for me
Mhm.
to really enjoy him as a character,
Yeah.
because he's down bad. He's just
He's
down
down
bad,
bad, he's down
and I
bad.
really appreciate that. I love
And
when
Yeah.
like a handsome little blonde guy doesn't get what he wants.
He's unfortunately quite handsome.
He's handsome. He looks exactly like Glenn Powell.
Yeah.
We
And
we
that's
have
the
the same
thing
face. He's just
also
bleached
with
his hair. Mhm.
that's the thing also with shows like this, which I don't know. I don't know where, like, I guess maybe I can assume where it comes from. Whatever. We don't have to over pathologize.
Let's do
But
it. What are we
there
here
is
for?
a
Mhm.
part of it that I'm just like, at a certain point in time, watching like undeniably handsome, wholesome
Mhm.
men, it's gonna get a little annoying to me. I will just sit there and be like, yeah, of course you're charming and handsome. Like, of
Yeah.
course. Like, I don't
I
care.
I don't know if this is like maybe the best thing to say, but I don't always love watching like a show like this with,
Mhm,
and hey, like, I don't know, nothing against real people in real life. Take from this what you will.
mhm,
But like, I don't like watching a show starring like four masculine hockey player guys,
mhm.
and they all are like, no, man, consent is so important. And you have to be kind to her, and she has to trust you, and you have to really listen to what she wants.
Yeah.
And like, it just doesn't feel the most realistic.
You know, and I have to say that was part of my, again, another, I think that's part of the
Yeah.
I was thinking very similarly, where I was like, the thing that, like, when I watched the show at first, when I
Mhm.
like binge watched it one night,
Yeah.
I was kind of like, I was almost, like, suspending disbelief, like, very comfortably in a way, like, I agree, it's, like, not super realistic, but then I was like, I don't really have that much of a problem, though, with, like,
No.
this kind of idyllic situation where,
Fun.
again, all of these young men are very wholesome,
Mhm.
very well-intentioned, you kind of have your
Especially
big bad people who are representing, again, Garrett's dad, and then the, like, other guy that's more with Hannah's story,
right.
um and stuff. But I was like, all of these things, I was like, it is a completely fine exercise, and I can understand how people like it because it's somewhat, again, somewhat escapist in a way,
Mhm.
and like,
Yeah.
and then also just like positive things to have to see people having like,
Yeah.
especially young men having like
Yeah.
conversations like that. But of course, it's
It's
like
important. Yes, that's
that's the
yeah,
thing.
absolutely.
No, but like, of course, but even that kind of like,
Mhm.
I don't know. I come just completely agree because I was like, there is something, especially in comparison to some of the other shows I've been watching. It's really funny to like think about how I was like, I was like, they deal with all of these like heavy things really well, but almost like too well. Like it's not actually
That's
messy
a real
in
thing.
any way.
Comes up
Um,
in a lot of shows these days. Everyone
yeah,
does the therapy speak. Everyone is very in on like protecting boundaries. Obviously, it's important, but like that's kind of not how most human beings speak.
yeah,
But
yeah.
also, at least for me, I keep having to remind myself I'm not the target audience here. Like, this
Ooh,
is not the kind of
and that's
show
the
that I
thing.
watch because I don't typically enjoy it. And that's fine.
Mhm.
Like, it wasn't designed with me as the watcher in mind. It was
Yeah,
designed with a different type of girl, and that's totally fine. And so I just need to become her when I watch it, and then I can enjoy
yeah,
her. I'm like, "Hey, this
exactly.
is dumb, and it's not the reality that I'm living in," and that's totally
Yes.
fine.
I was, like, watching it, and basically the feeling I was like, "Cute." I was like,
Yeah, it's
"Nice."
cute.
I said, "Good for you
And that
guys. That's
is
fun. That's
something.
good."
Yeah. I was talking to some of my friends from high school about it this morning, actually. Like, it is the kind of thing that we would have loved in high school, like,
Oh, mhm.
cheesy and stupid, and it has what I referred to as Love, Simon music in it,
Mm.
which, like, honestly compliment to me. It's very, like,
Yeah.
YA adaptation, even though
Right.
it is, like, maybe for an adulter audience because of the, like,
Yeah.
softcore porn that's happening, whatever.
Well, yes. Yeah.
I'm not super sure who it's for because to me it reads as if it's, and sorry if this is mean to anyone who like really loves the show. It just is just me as my opinion as a viewer, whatever.
Yeah.
Um, it reads like it's designed for a middle school audience a little bit.
Mhm.
But then not every scene.
But then not really
Not
at
all of it.
all.
So I'm not super
Uh,
sure who the main watcher is supposed to be. Actually, oh my god, yes I do. Yes I do. And this is
I think it's
nothing
yeah, sorry,
against
go ahead.
nothing against this kind of girl.
Yeah.
It's just not me and it's just not you. It's for a Taylor Swift girl.
Well, yeah. It is different in many ways to The
Yeah.
Summer I Turned Pretty, but
No, but that's what I was thinking. Mhm.
in terms of, like, even just for, which is kind of annoying to put it in these terms, or
Mhm.
just, like, bleak, but even in terms of, like, how Amazon Prime has been, advertising it and their other shows and the fact that Summer I Turned Pretty is, I was like, this is very much in keeping with, yes, that type of show for that type of audience, which again, I ate up the Summer I Turned Pretty.
Yeah.
I can, hands are rated E for everyone. My eyes are rated E for everyone. It's fine.
Sometimes and this is something on me, sometimes I struggle with this type of show. And this show isn't even like necessarily falling into the trap I'm about to describe, but it's close enough where I feel like I can like label it this way.
Yeah.
Sometimes I really struggle with watching like a romance show between a girl and a guy where they're like, we just can't be together and like it's just would never work. I'm like, why not?
Hey.
Like, kind of what's stopping you? Like,
it's like, can I raise my hand real quick?
Like, why? I'm not seeing whatever's stopping you. That's not necessarily why they're not together in this show.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily that, but the vibe is there.
Yeah.
If we just can't do it, we can't be together, it would never work. Why not? Like,
girl, why not?
It's just really making me think, sorry, about heated rivalry. And
well, and that's the other thing, right?
And like, it's not even the hockey.
Basically, people have been putting them in conversation with each other, and that pissed me off a little, like just a little bit, which I know I'm biased, but I was just like, these are very, I was like, because we can't then act like heated rivalry is for the same audience and has the same tone.
It's not. I don't think they even deserve to be in conversation with each other, honestly, even though I know I'm the one that brought it up, because they're so different. And they're like, they were done differently intentionally. They were created differently. They're 4 different people. They're different. Like, everything about them is different.
Just because they're hockey book adapted.
The same as the hockey. Yeah. And it's kind of a romance, but not even really. Like, heated rivalry it's not that kind of romance show. That, like, it's not cheesy in that way that I tend to stay away from. It takes itself very seriously in a way that Off Campus kind of doesn't.
Yeah. I mean, talk about the frickin' Liquid IV ads.
Oh my God. It's actually cracking me up.
Sorry, I feel like no, I know that's the thing. I was like, it's kind of whatever it is, but just it's to think about that almost as like a key comparison, it's like you're not going to see that like what's it called, the sponsored content in heated rivalry for whatever.
Yeah, it's actually really interesting to think about, because I'm going to assume, I could be wrong here, I'm going to assume that Off Campus had a much bigger budget. Because I know at least that heated rivalry really did not have a big budget.
Yeah,
I'm going to guess that Off Campus did. I don't want to say that it's better, even though obviously it is heated rivalry.
Yeah, I feel like you could say that.
Yeah.
just to say, but, like, yeah, right.
It's done more artfully. And so if you're taking it in as, I don't want to actually be mean to Off Campus.
No.
For what it is, it's great. Yeah. It's just not trying to be the same thing that heated rivalry is trying to be. And so I don't love the people comparing them. Yeah, because they're not comparable at all. They're so different. Yeah. They actually have nothing in common at all except for hockey. And I did consult with my friend who is like a professional hockey watcher and enjoyer. I'll say that. And she said that the skating in heated rivalry is much better because they tend to use more doubles. They don't really make those boys really skate because they can't. But in Off Campus, they made those boys skate, and so they did.
Yeah, I guess it's a stylistic choice, because just like how they actually like film the hockey scenes, like you're seeing their faces more close up in general. But yes, I did notice that, where I was like,
I enjoyed hearing that.
Yeah, and I think talking about the like wholesomeness of it is, I'm going to very like poorly transition comparing the Off Campus, which, don't get me wrong, I love to have a smorgasbord, sure, however you say that, smorgasbord of different media going on at once. So don't get me wrong, the variety is a treat. It's not a problem. But comparing it to the other media that I've been consuming recently, where things are truly a whole big toxic mess, and much more nuanced and much less friendly tidiness to the problems and their resolutions. Another TV show that I just like cleared as quick as can be was Half Man. It's on HBO. It's by Richard Gadd, written and created and starring Richard Gadd. And have you seen much about this?
No. I saw some people online saying that it was kind of crazy. But that's all I really got about it. Like that they gave him the budget after Baby Reindeer and said, go crazy. So I'm intrigued. I want to tell me about it.
Did you watch Baby
I
Reindeer? I
didn't.
can't remember.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I see this is the like context in the setup. I did try to watch Baby Reindeer.
Mhm.
And I remember it being very good, but like I low-key think that like I just needed like a smarter way to watch it because it's really dark. It's really heavy. There's
Okay.
really heavy
Yeah.
stuff that happens
Mhm.
in it. I mean, trigger warning, it's just a lot of like sexual violence.
Mhm.
It's just very, I mean, like to credit, like very kind of like complicated, but genuinely like hard to watch.
Mhm.
And I watched a lot of it in like one night and then was like, dang, I need to take a break. I was like, I
Yeah.
kind of can't keep watching this. I need like a breather. But like just literally couldn't find, like just never picked it back up to be like, I am ready to sit down and continue
Right.
watching Baby Reindeer to its probably bleak end. I don't even know
Mhm.
how it ends. So that was like my first introduction to his work, like Richard Gadd.
Okay.
Come to understand that Richard Gadd, the main like themes in his work thus far is, yes, a lot around like
Mhm.
toxic masculinity, violence, both like emotional and physical violence and sexual violence, and like all these things, kind of like questioning and like sexuality and all these like really in like very complicated, tied up, intertwined things, which again doesn't make for very light watching.
No.
But I must say that I thought Half Man was really good. And basically the setup is that takes place in Scotland. I guess in like in is it like, it must be like the 90s, like early 90s going into present day. I actually don't know. Maybe the time period doesn't matter as much. The timelines are kind of split. But it's this character, Niall Kennedy, played by Jamie Bell, Ruben Pallister, played by Richard Gadd himself, who has made himself into a giant. Like, oh my god, that man is huge and terrifying. And it's this just like, it's really about their like very, very, very toxic
Mhm.
relationship and codependency
Okay.
and love for each other, question mark. Yes, I guess that's like definitely a thing. And it's just because they're kind of the setup is that like their moms are in a relationship
Okay.
basically.
So it's
um
Gossip Girl.
what?
They do that in Gossip Girl.
Which ones?
Wait,
I'm
am I wrong?
blanking.
No, in Gossip Girl, like Dan and Serena's parents are dating, and so they're
Oh, okay, but they're
siblings,
right,
but also
right,
they're
right.
dating each other. Am I misunderstanding what you're
No,
describing
it's
to
just
me?
you said that and I was like, are there like gay moms in Gossip Girl? But I see what you're saying.
No. There
Okay.
should have been.
Yes. Yes.
No.
But yes, it is that
Okay,
situation.
okay.
And oh my gosh, like
Mhm.
someone was pointing out, I saw on like the interwebs, I saw it first on Tumblr in like a passing comment, and then I looked it up and there's like some people talking about it on Reddit. It's nearly an adaptate like a Wuthering Heights adaptation.
Oh,
You get
fascinating.
what I'm saying there? And I was like,
Love
ooh, I was
that.
like chills. I was like, holy shit.
I love, like, a really loose kind of adaptation like
Yeah,
that.
I was like, "Oh my god.
Love that. That's really
Oh my
exciting.
god." It really, because it helps, you know, it just makes some things, like, add up. I was like,
Mhm.
"Wow, that's really good." But yeah, I mean, it's the start when they're, like, younger, and Ruben has just come back from, like, juvie, basically, for, like, biting someone's ear off. I don't know. So he's so Ruben's very violent and
Okay.
very kind of like a paradigm of, like, toxic masculinity, specifically in how it may be expressed violently,
Mhm.
and in domination and stuff like that. And Niall's kind of like the flip side of the coin of being much more demure and is bullied and is definitely gay and just not able to come to terms with it in any way. And it just like follows them throughout
Mhm.
their life. Where you meet them is on the day that Niall is getting married to
Mhm.
a man, and Ruben turns up and you're just like, ooh, what's that gonna happen? Like, what's happening? Like, hey, what's happening? I'm scared. You might just have to watch it because there's not like
Yeah.
the ability to get into all of it. Like, it is,
No, this yeah.
yeah, like these, like they are doomed, doomed, and it ends in such a way that honestly, I didn't even know how I feel about it. Like, I watched the
Mm,
finale and I was like, oh wait, is there supposed to be another episode? I was like, wait, what's
okay.
happening?
That sounds like
And
my
it's,
kinda thing.
but the more I think about it, I'm like,
Mhm.
no, I do think I like that, but it doesn't mean it's like
Okay.
satisfying, except maybe it is, and it's
Yeah, wait, that sounds
weird
great.
and it's dark, and
I'm gonna
like
be looking into
they
this.
are inflicting violence on each other and
Mhm.
on themselves and on the people around them. And almost nearly every possible way. I don't know. It's just I thought it was really good, and there's like melodrama, but then it's also really real, and I think the writing's interesting because at times it's like on the nose and at times it's not, but like I don't know. I thought it was quite good. At the end of the day, you're like, but holy shit, like this is like
I love a devastating story.
yeah, yeah.
Honestly.
And I think that's what it is. Yeah. I thought it was very well done.
Okay,
And it's
cool.
kind of sticking with me. I keep on thinking about it. Kind of fixated on it. Whoa.
Love.
The other thing I did was see a horror movie last night. I went to see Obsession last night, directed by Curry Barker. And not last night, actually. I went to see it during the daytime because I was going to see a horror movie by myself.
It's scary.
And whatever.
Yeah.
Horror is just like not my genre. I just don't elect to go see it. I was talking to my sister, and I was like, I think the last horror movie that I went to see in person, like in the theaters, was with you when we saw Longlegs.
I did not like doing that.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
tricked into seeing that by myself because when everyone's talking about something, I like to know what everyone's talking about. And I regretted watching that. I hated that bad.
Did we see it? Did we see it together?
Yeah,
No.
for sure.
Okay.
And that was a while ago.
So yeah, I would really have hesitated to go, especially by myself, but I just really wanted to go see a movie. And I mean, by golly, I liked it a lot. Like it was, I mean, again, following a theme of being like, well, shit, that's dark. I was like, well, fucking hell. Which, again, not to extrapolate too much, but I do think that like increasingly I think we will be seeing movies, TV shows in general, that, not to be such a nihilist, but like that have less resolved and nearing happy and optimistic endings. Personally, I just think because everything's shit. That's all. I'm just saying that.
Horror is something that really, really follows like state of the world.
Yeah,
it's like the genre where you see it first, which I think is so fascinating, so cool. I could talk about that for a while, actually.
Yeah, that's really smart.
I won't.
Very good point. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was just a good movie. Like, look, like I was like, well, shit, y'all did that. And I mean, it was like a horror movie. I'm saying this as a positive point. Like, it wasn't like demon, scary monster horror. There was just a good bit. There was always suspense and tension, and the actual like horror performances by people were really good. Like, I think the girl, her name's Indy Navarette or something like that, who plays Nikki in the movie. She killed it. She ate that shit. But like, it's really a story of like possession.
Okay.
And one of our friends, I was texting her really quickly. I was texting her about it, and she was like, such a really good allegory, as it were, for yes, like more explicit like sexual violence. Also just like idea of like the type of agency that gets taken away from women in relationships with men who are manipulative.
Fascinating. Okay.
And yeah, it's like, again, I don't know if you're ever gonna go see it, but like, especially when she said it like that, I was just thinking about how like, other than the drama, the very central drama that is happening, where he makes this wish for her to like be obsessed with him, basically to love him more than anyone in the world, and he gets the wish and she is obsessed with him and acts very crazy. And I think that also kind of how they build out how other people are witnessing and reacting to it, when you think of it more in that allegory, it makes a lot of sense. And there's just all these little, like the dialogue and the scenes that work like that, I think really bring the allegory to life. And but yeah, a lot of the like the terror and stuff comes from, I think, when you realize that it really is about like possession. Like she is not, it's not just that she's like acting strange. It's that something has possessed her. And you get scenes. I literally have chills thinking about it. There's a scene where he calls the support on the at back of the box because he's like, basically he says he wants to like rescind this wish. Or that's the other thing. The guy is also so annoying. Sorry. Not like, it's weird because you come, again, I think they build it well where you realize just like how weak he is as a person. Like he has this thing and he's like can't even, he calls and he says he's like, oh, I don't want to like take the wish back, I just want to alter it. He's like, I just want it, like I want her, basically like still kind of insisting that like it's insisting his own will upon, he's like, it's not that I don't want her but like to love me anymore. He's like, I just want her to act more normal. And you're just like, oh my god, like you're so lame. He's like, yeah, it's like until you die, basically, like you're gonna be stuck with this wish. um he's like on the phone, and he's like, I just wanted to like act like Nikki, again paraphrasing because I don't know the words. I want her to like act like what she was. And the guy on the phone's like, oh well, do you want to talk to her? And he's like, what do you mean? Like I have chills explaining this to you. I'm like holy fuck. And he's like, what do you mean? And he was like, Nikki, do you want to talk to her? And then it's like guttural screams on the other side, and you're like, oh my god. And so you're
I
like,
just got chills
she's
too.
like,
Oh my
yeah,
god.
like I have them like coursing my body, like she's
I'm gonna start crying right now.
I know,
Like,
it's awful. It's
I'm
like it's
getting genuinely
literally
upset, and I didn't
it's
see this movie.
it's literally like, whoa. And just interesting because he basically like kind of understands that he does have to kill himself. Um and but then again, it's like annoying me, like chickens out of it a couple of times. He swallows a bunch of pills, goes to try to throw them up because again, he's like keeps on going back and forth on whether he can actually do it. He had bought more of the wish things to try to get someone to help him change it back because he can't do it. And basically, she gets one of the wish things, like makes a wish, and you see him like stop and like get up and like goes and is like, so obviously she made the wish for him to love her. But then, because he's taken all the pills and he didn't ever throw them up, very shortly, and then because he's died, she actually wakes up to like all of this carnage that has happened on her hands. And it's just, once again, her like guttural screams as she like takes in like everything that's like going on around her. And like, I was like, um,
Oh my
what
god.
the hell? And it made me think a similar thought I had with the movie Companion, which I think shares a lot of similarities.
I really liked Companion.
Right?
I really liked that movie.
And I think it deals similarly with this, like, oh, what really is the like good guy character,
Yeah.
good guy,
Uh-huh.
and still the power that they very willfully use in a very ignorant way over women.
Yeah.
And but I was saying, I was like, it's once again like final girl, but at what cost? Like, and I think Companion has a more like uh hopeful ending, I
Uh-huh.
suppose, because she's
Yeah.
literally like riding off to the sunset and she's like
Yeah.
been freed.
She wins.
um
Mhm.
and the guy's dead, and she kind of has the like
Her little robot
her
hand.
little
Yeah.
robot hand as a symbol of the like who she is and the trauma and how she got here. But in this movie, you're just like, hey, what the fuck? Like like I was like, wow. Because like she is a final girl. And again, I'm not as like knowledgeable in the horror genre. So I don't know all the ins and outs of like final girlism stuff and how people have like played with that before, but I thought it was quite effective. I mean, it's an open-ended ending in a way, but like oof, like I don't like you
Yeah.
can't even imagine what happens after that, and it's really sad in its own way. Um Even just describing it to you, like I hadn't like talked through it yet, but like yes, chills. And I'm like, it's actually really deeply upsetting. Kudos to them, because I thought it was like a very affecting, like I thought it was like, yeah, I recommend. I mean, maybe you could watch it now that you know
Yeah.
what to expect.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do think it's worth watching it because they do a lot of good. I think just a lot of like the visual elements. I mean, a lot of the filmmaking is good in and of itself as well. Like a lot of I saw people say this, so I will credit the fact that people said this because I wouldn't have the long language to say it myself. But yeah, a lot of like the blocking and a lot of the lighting things they did, like her face is super obscured after the point of like for the most part, like they just play with that a lot. And I think that like serves again all the like themes and stuff that they're going for. So really well done, and all the performances are good. And
Nice. And I heard that one too was like very low budget, all working with unknown, like stuff like that.
Yeah, I saw on like Letterboxd someone was like, "This is like her second feature
That's so
movie
awesome.
ever," and I was like, "Well, dang girl, good for you.
Get it.
She killed that shit."
That's awesome. Good for
Um,
her. All good
yeah,
things for her to hopefully come down the
exactly,
line. That's great.
exactly. But yeah, that was the media I've been watching. I feel like I was just talking for like 30 minutes straight,
Oh,
which I
yeah.
probably was, but I guess that wraps it up. Do you have a realize actually? We haven't
Oh,
done that for real in a
realize.
way.
It's been a second,
Yeah.
I think. I don't know if I do, honestly.
I don't know
I'm
either.
not really feeling any hot takes right now.
I know, right?
Other than I was pretty mean about off campus.
I was trying to think of some way that I could use it to segue just a little bit as like the ending point of just that I'm excited for the Vampire Lestat slash
Oh my
Interview with the
god.
Vampire to come back in a week's time.
I'm so excited. Another show I'm not caught up on, but
Oh, but you should.
I
No,
know.
as in
Oh, I want to.
like you should
I
in general,
will.
but if you are able to, literally at any point in time, I would love to talk about it in
I
depth
actually
and
am
like
planning on it.
dedicate an episode or
Yeah.
something.
Because I also, and this is, I don't know, I was going to say embarrassing. It's not. There's nothing is embarrassing on this show at this point.
Mm-mm.
I came across, obviously, a while ago, Noah Kahn dropped an album. Love it. Haven't mentioned it once on here, but I've been really enjoying that. A lot of it is like about friendship and family and this and that.
Yeah.
It's all upsetting as always with him. Love. I came across on TikTok an edit of Claudia and Lestat to the song Willing and Able, which is about like a sibling relationship, but I've seen people, like interpreting it as love or family or whatever.
Yeah.
Devastating stuff. I'll send it to you, Joelle.
Oh, yeah.
Really, really upsetting.
Yeah. Love it. I love it. Devastating.
Unfortunately, not embarrassingly, but just vulnerably, I'll say,
Yeah.
did make me be like, okay, you got to catch up on this show.
I mean, I'm getting really excited.
So
They're
good.
doing more promo and stuff for the season. And I'm like, this show is so turned. I get so excited.
Good.
And they're going to do some crazy shit. I just know it.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I only have high expectations, honestly.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine they're not going to meet them.
No,
sorry.
I'm so excited. We've talked before, maybe this is not for this episode because we're kind of wrapping up, but we can mention it really quickly. We've talked before about like perfect episodes of TV.
Oh, yes.
And one of yours, I don't want to take it from you.
No, yeah. One of mine is the pilot, the first season, episode 1, season 1 of Interview with the Vampire is a masterpiece in and of itself. It is a beautiful piece of television. And I think you get every reason to continue watching the show from that one episode.
Yeah.
I need to do my research. I need to like learn who truly is in that writing room. I mean, I know it's written and like show run by Roland Jones. But I mean, look, he's a fantastic writer then, but I know he's also talked about a writer's room, there being a writer's room, as one would expect. And they go crazy. They go stupid crazy. Like some of the lines that have come from the 2 seasons of that show are just like, you're insane. Like, what the hell? Like it is absolutely gorgeous, beautiful.
It is.
Yeah.
And I watched the movie a while ago, like before the show, maybe before we were both watching it. I don't know if it was like before it was out, whatever. A while ago. Really was not a fan of that. I was not into the movie. I did not really enjoy it.
I haven't really seen it.
I didn't get it. I didn't like it. I thought it was weird. And they had so much potential, kind of. But and who knows whose fault it was. I'm gonna blame Brad Pitt because I don't know.
Personally,
so I'm gonna put the blame on Brad Pitt for that being such a weird movie. But the show is great. The show is so good.
I'm so excited for that to come back.
So good.
Like I will be, I think, very, very active on thinking and talking about that show. Good. So yeah, I think that's my plan for the summer.
What else are we doing? I mean, whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. I guess that's
great
it.
Stuff. Yeah.
Much excite. I don't know. I said much excite for the show. Much excite for this for this episode to reach you. Thank you for listening. If you got this far, and
our dear listeners,
and happy Pride. We're gonna keep up
happy Pride.
the Pride vibes.
Everyone has a Pride miracle right now,
Yes.
if not
Right
yet.
now.
I hope it happens
Yeah.
to you today on the day that you're listening to this.
Exactly. Exactly.
Joelle and I both
I
had
just
ours.
thought
So
of
yeah,
yeah.
our pride seasons got kicked off, and I hope
Yeah.
that everyone is the same. Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right. Follow
Right.
us on all our socials, fixated.pod
God.
on Instagram, YouTube, and
Everywhere.
TikTok.
Mhm.
And yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
have a good one.
We love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.